Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about why there is no need to really hate anyone, and I'll tell you why. Hate is also very complex. We hate those who beat us up, we hate those who troll us, we hate those who abuse us. It's absolutely normal. It's a kind of our emotional defense mechanism, I would say, to keep us protected, or where we are not comfortable, we hate that, and it's okay. Sometimes it's absolutely fine, but when it comes to a person, we should not hate a person, and I'll tell you why. See, we all are different, we all are unique, our way of perceiving things is different, our way of looking at things are absolutely different. When we are in relationship, or when we bump across each other, when we are born in a family, or whatever could be the relationship, till the time we are together, and when there is zero compatibility, and when there is a lot of toxicity, the more we are unable to bear with that toxicity. And as it is a relationship, we can't just run away. Not everyone is that fast and active. So what happens is that we begin to hate each other in that relationship. Though we are in relationship, but we begin to hate each other because the person is treating us in a different way, the person is not understanding how we are perceiving things, the person just disapproves of our lifestyle, disapproves of our likes and preferences, and just goes on imposing his or her thoughts, ideas. So it goes very one way, and that is the reason we begin to hate the same person. At times what happens, we might hate a distant cousin for not agreeing to us. At times we can hate our mother for not accepting and approving of our choices. At times mothers can hate their daughter for not listening to them. So when there is a friction, or when there is a disagreement, or when there is absolute difference in the way how people perceive things, but still if they are in a unit and they are in a relationship, that is when hate comes in. We begin to hate. We even hate my cousin bullied me, so I hate him, I hate her. Now hate is a phase. Hate is something which is not permanent. And if you see, if you closely observe, you might not hate the student or your classmate in the third standard who bullied you now with the same intensity. You might not hate that person still. I used to hate a teacher who used to come for tuitions at home. Yeah, and I was in class 3. And I used to hate that teacher because that teacher used to really beat the crap out of me if I was not unable to do the homework and did not learn whatever he used to teach. So he was into a lot of physical punishment, and I used to hate him. But now I don't hate him. So if you see, till the time you are exposed to that differences and the friction, you tend to hate. It's a kind of a defense mechanism that grows inside of you, and it's absolutely fine. But the moment you are away, hate fades away. So hate you can also see as a process which tells you that something is not right and you need to get away. So if hate comes in, don't keep on hating it. It's an indicator. This feeling, this emotion is an indicator that you need to get away with it. That person may be toxic, dysfunctional, narcissist, abusive, whatsoever. If hate comes in, you need to pause and you need to keep moving forward. Hate is like a reminder that you need to move on. It's a reminder when you are healing, when you are in the process of healing, or when the body wants to send a message to you that, oh, come on, now you need to move on. If you're hating something, you need to move on to next. You can't keep on hating something from your the time that you are here on this planet till the time that you leave this body. You can't keep hating the same thing again and again. So yes, hating is absolutely okay, and it's okay to hate people, hate people who hurt you. I don't deny, or I don't disagree that you should not hate those people who hurt you. You should absolutely hate those people who try and hurt you, whether it's emotional, physical, but it's absolutely different. The point that I want to come to is that the moment hate gets into any relationship, be it friendship, parent, child, lover, brother, sister, or whatever, the moment hate gets in, it's a kind of a signal that you should end it and you should move on. Now, ending can be quite dramatic, like divorce and separation, or just disconnecting yourself from the family or whatsoever. But the relationship needs some immediate action, some immediate approach to sort it out. So there is a problem in the relationship, and if you are hating, you either need to leave that relationship or you need to just move on. Yeah, so it's a kind of an indicator. If hate is getting, you need to know that you need to leave that, whatever it could be, yeah, whatever relationship it is, and you can distance yourself. So now let's understand this situation and scenario. I was trolled, I was bullied, and I was abused. So I was abused by my family, by family members, and by my relationship. In my ex relationship, I was abused. So do I still hate them? No, but I used to hate it when I was with them. Yeah, so I think now you all will have more clarity. So the if you are in a relationship and hate is getting in, you need to go out of that relationship. That relationship is toxic. Now come to the trolling part. So I mean, like, when I was online trolled, and it was a kind of an online lynching, I would say, and I hated those people. I felt miserable for a while. I felt miserable, but then I started analyzing, why am I feeling it, and why am I having this feeling towards those people who are hating me? Why am I hating those who are hating me? And the fact was that I did not know them. I did not know them personally. Neither did they know me personally. But they were hurling abuses, and a lot of these weird smear campaigns, smear videos, trolling. And till that time I did not know them personally, but after seeing all of that, I started hating them. And then I realized, for an instance, I felt that maybe I should reply to them. But then I realized that if I am replying to them, I wouldn't be ever able to get over get past the hate that is inside of me towards them. So they have the hate, and they are doing it what they want to do, by inflicting abuses and smear campaigns and all of that. These people are doing that towards me. But if I do the same thing towards them, I am unable to heal, because again I am hating, and I am putting into action, and I'm doing the same thing what they are doing to me. So that is the time when I realized that, of course, the root cause was insecurity, jealousy, and I think maybe inferiority complex what made people do that. And I did not want to continue that cycle of hate, of them saying something, me doing something. I never did any such thing. And my channel is like you can just go through my channel and you can see that I have not done those target videos exposing this, giving a befitting reply to this and that to all my trollers and haters. So I chose to full stop. I chose to understand their mindset, and once I understood that, I realized that it's just that they are deeply disturbed and they are heckled with my ideas and my viewpoints, and they are insecure and they are jealous. So maybe that is what that is from where the hate is actually generating from, I mean, towards me. So I did not react to it, and trust me, I did feel bad. I started hating them, but when I did not put it into action, my hate, when I did not put it into action, I healed. And after a point, I realized that that was the best thing I did, of not replying to all those abusers and not giving them befitting reply or making explosive videos and whatnot. So I overall felt good. And now I don't hate them, because now I see who they really are. And they don't have the respect, and they don't have love and compassion towards their own self. Only that is the reason they can do the same thing to others. Yeah. So those components, those important components of being a human is missing in those candidates who are doing it. They don't have empathy, they don't have compassion, they don't have any self-love. So that is the reason their behavior is a reflection of who they are. So why should I do the same thing and keep let the cycle go on? So that is the reason I left it. I mean, I have got some of my other friends, they really get infuriated and they really get irritated, and they go on into giving befitting replies. But I prefer being quiet, because it helps me understand people's psychology better, what are their insecurities, what are their weaknesses, and how they get really triggered and really they just what to say, they erupt like volcano, and that shows their vulnerability, trust me. So yes, this was my experience. But overall I would say, and let me tell you an example from my previous relationship. My partner did not love me the way how I used to love my partner, and he had some bad behavior. He was abusive, he was manipulative, and things didn't go, and I couldn't I couldn't tolerate it. I was unable to express, and because of that, though I was in relationship, there was a point when I started hating him. And when he betrayed me, I hated him even more. When he physically abused me, I hated him even more. And I was hating him because he was doing what he was capable of, but I was not understanding that everyone is different. He's absolutely treating me as per his understanding, and his understanding towards someone else is different. His understanding towards me is different. The way how he looks at me is different. The way how he perceives things is different. So I can't expect him to behave the same way how I behave with him. So his action, behavior, everything was very different. And when there was a friction, when there was disagreement, and when things were not in line, I started hating him. And that is the time when I broke off from the relationship, and I began to heal. So a lot of trauma was involved. There was a lot of post trauma that happened, but most importantly, now I don't hate that person. because now I know, as a matter of fact, my previous relationship, my partner absolutely behaved the way how he is, and I can't expect him to be someone else. He just behaved the way how he was. The problem was my choice. The problem was I selected the wrong person. So I shouldn't keep hating that person. That person is as it is, and that person is absolutely okay with all of that which I was unable to bear. And that person still has that toxic family, and they are working together as a unit with a lot of toxicity, absurdity and abuse. But it's fine. But that was not my cup of tea. Yeah, so that was not my cup of tea, and I couldn't stay into it, and I had to move on. So yes, the idea of hating someone means you need to come out of it and move on. You can't keep on being there, and you can't keep on hating them, and can't keep on getting emotionally drained. Yeah, so it's a sign that a relationship is toxic if you begin to hate the other partner, and it's absolutely unhealthy to be in that relationship. The best thing is just come out of that relationship, and don't carry that hate inside. People's behavior is absolutely who they are, how they are, and that is how they are behaving with you. So you need to understand, you can't expect everyone to behave the way how you want or how you are. So you need to draw your boundaries. You need to create that boundary around yourself. You can't keep on getting yourself emotionally hurt, and then carry the burden of hating, and then still being in relationship, and still hating, and then become weak emotionally, psychologically, and later on become physically weak as well. So don't keep hate inside. Hate is an indicator that that relationship is getting over. Just leave it and grant yourself that freedom. Hate also teaches you that if you hate someone, hate also teaches you that you need to gain back your freedom. You need to gain back your autonomy, because you can just do whatever you want to do. You can just be happy with yourself, happy with the way how you are, and there is no benefit or no reason to carry on that hate. So if someone hates you, I wouldn't be stupid enough to tell you that keep loving them or keep hating them. My advice would be, if someone hates you, just move on, because that is the best that they can offer. I wouldn't be like some of these historical characters or historical beings that walked this planet, who say that if they hate you, then try and change their hate with your love. I don't think that works in today's time. That's absolutely irrelevant. If someone hates you, or if you hate someone, it simply means that you really don't need to be together, and just move on. You need healing, and you need a better environment and better surrounding and better engagement, and not be surrounded by all that hate. So yes, hate teaches you. Hate is an indicator that you need to heal yourself, come out of that toxicity, move on, and don't invest any of your emotions into that relationship or whatever dynamics where that hate exists. Yeah, so this was all about hate and why you don't need to keep on hating. Learn from it, and just move on. And if people hate you, you can't do anything about it. Let them hate. That is the best that they can do. Yeah, so please take care of yourself, and do comment below your thoughts, and lots of love and blessings to all of you. Take care. Bye.